Hello guys, this is Boomerang here, and welcome back to another video, and today we are doing another tier list. Since the last tier list seemed to have done very well in the algorithm, I figured that this time I'll do another one. Except this time it's going to be ABR. Now, I do not know most ABR rounds off the top of my head. Okay, I've not played ABR that many times. I think most of the times I did, I played it like a really long time ago, so I don't really remember the rounds. But yeah, I'll try. And also, I am cheating a bit as I have the balloon rounds of ABR open on a different monitor that I can just look at if I run into a round I just forget. So yeah, and also rules are the same. So F is our rounds which are gonna F tiers for rounds which are just stupidly easy, and I mean we don't know why they're in the game. Maybe we probably do. There's probably some reason. These tiers are in between, so the higher it is, the harder the tier is, the harder the round is, and then S tier are the rounds which you want to break your monitor from. And yeah, let's get started. So first off, 0, 1, and 2. I mean, not like there's a round 0. Are all going in F tier since you can't obtain them or you can't play on them. Now it says on the wiki that round 1 actually spawns blues, which is quite funny, I think. But you can't play it. So, like, how do they know that round 1 spawns blues and not reds? Weird. I think round 3 is a good C tier. It's just kind of an average round. You know, not too hard, but at the same time, it's not super easy as well. Round 4 keeps its menacing stature from the normal version of the game, and that'll also be going in A tier as well. Now, most rounds will probably, the ones which are harder in normal game, will probably be toned down a tier just because all of the rounds in ABR are so much harder. That's if they aren't like a lot harder themselves. But A tier, I think I think round 4 still deserves A tier because of that gigantic clump of blues, which there's probably even more of in ABR. Round 5, if you don't know, is camos. So that's definitely going in A tier as well. The things that the reason why it's not an S tier is because you can leak the camos. There's only 13 of them. I also love the fact how one of them is a camo regrow red. So if you want to leak them, you have to just see the camo regrow red just sneak up right by your defense and leak. I find that kind of funny. But yeah, round 5 is one of the rounds that's gone a lot harder in ABR. Because I think that was also in C tier, in the other tier list. Round 6 is just greens, it looks like. Blues and greens. Like always, it is slightly harder than the normal version. Although I'm going to put it in C tier. It doesn't look too hard. Round 7 has some black balloons that you need to pop. You might need a lot of single target DPS to get them down. But it is pretty similar to round 6 as well. There are some more camos on round 7. Although you should have camo detection up from round 5. That's if you didn't leak the balloons. It also looks like you can leak these camos as well, if you want to save up for something. Round 8 looks kind of menacing, not gonna lie. I haven't really ran into too many issues with it, but there's 10 yellows, 12 greens. Holy crap, alright. I think I'm gonna put 8 in B tier as well. Round 9 is gonna be in C tier because it looks like the only thing that happened is that all of the greens are regrow. And that's not that big of a difference, I don't think. Round 9 was already a hard round, so I just think it was B tier before, so I think a tier down just makes sense. Round 10 has leads. Yeah, that's going in A tier. Same reason for the camos as to why it's not an S. You can leak the leads, there's only 2. And if you do leak the leads, there's not going to be leads until 14 more rounds later. And then you can leak the camo lead on round 24 if you want. No, wait, there's leads on round 23. I'm an idiot. Wait, can you leak all of them with the shield? Hold on. Let me do some mental math real quick. You can, although you can't leak the round 24 camo lead if I did it correctly. So probably not worth it. Anyways, we're getting ahead of ourselves. Round 11 is not very hard. It does have camos, though it's only 3 camo greens. You can just leak that. Like, what are 3 camo greens going to do? And it's just greens and blues, so I'm going to probably put it in D tier, actually. It almost seems like it's easier in ABR than in the normal game. I know a few rounds are like that. It's just strange when we come across them. Round 12 has pinks, although it's nowhere near as menacing as round 8, as there's only 3 of them. So I'm probably going to put it in C tier as well. Round 13 has a crap ton of blues and then a crap ton of yellows. So it's basically like normal round 13. A bit harder, but not really. Round 14 has a whole bunch of balloons. Reds, blues, greens, a few camo greens, 5 camo greens, a few regrow yellows, blacks, and a white. That's like all over the place. I'm just going to put it in B tier. You can still leak the camos, by the way. There's only 5 camo greens. I actually have not even noticed this until I started reading the tier list, because usually right off the rip on round 5, I'm like, oh shit, there's camos. Drops down an in-hand side dart monkey. I'm fine. Or a ninja or something like that. I just don't even think about it. Round 15 is an absolute menace in ABR. Reds, blues, well actually reds is a lie, there's no reds. Blues, greens, yellows, pinks, and not to mention on top of all of that, there are purples as well, so you can't use a wall of fire or whatever. Man. Round 16 is a whole bunch of greens. They're greens in different forms. There's camos, there's normal, and there's regrow. You can probably still even leak these, weird as this might sound. There's 20 camo greens, which is a lot more than what we're used to, although I think you'd still have enough lives to tank all of them. This is hard. I guess I'll put it in C tier as well. Oh, thank you. Thank you. I really need to get an ad blocker. I don't know why I don't. I really do. Round 17 is just some pinks. Nothing else really. Oh no, it's around. I'm looking ahead. Am I? Yeah, it's like round 15. It has roughly the same amount of pinks. I'll put it in. No, I'll put it in D tier. I don't really see that being much of a threat. Round 18 has a lot of yellow balloons, which can be tricky since yellows are fast. So I'm gonna put that in C tier. Round 19 is a lot like round 14. It's like a mix of round 14 and 15. It's a couple blues, a couple greens, a lot of pinks, and a couple blacks. It looks like a decently challenging round, though. It has 15 pinks. That's not going to be easy. So I'm going to put it in B tier. Round 20 is just 6 regrow blacks. That's going in D tier. That's very easy to handle. Or should I put it in F? Hold on. Did I put 20 in D tier last time? I have no idea. I'll put in F. Although it looks like a boss event compared to the next round. 21, that's literally the purpose of it. It's to basically starve you on cash. The tooltips even say that it's a cash starve round. It's there just so that you can't get any cash from it. Round 22 has 16 purples. Wow, that's a lot. Oh my god, if you're using magic setup, that'll be such a pain. I've never ran into issues with it, although I can see how menacing that can be. So that's going in A tier. 23 is 7 blacks, 6 whites, and 4 reds. I think I'll put that in B tier. Yeah, that seems good. 24 is just a camo lead. It's going in A tier for the same reasons as round 5 and 10. It would be S tier if you couldn't just leak it. And I'm pretty sure you could have leaked all of the camo so far. No joke. Like, this is actually ridiculous. Round 25 is some regrow pinks and regrow purples. It's not as hard as round 22, although it's still decently hard. I'll give it a B tier. Round 26 has rainbows? What? What? Dude, I never even noticed that. Holy shit, that early. Alright, round 26 is going in A tier. And then there's round 27, which is a round which you can definitely not leak. It's 100 camo reds, 50 camo blues, 45 camo greens, and 45 camo yellows. And yes, you heard that right. It's literally normal round 27, although every single balloon's a camo balloon. You need a crap ton of camo, not to mention a crap ton of camo detection with a lot of pierce to take out this round. It's absolutely ridiculous. Round 28 is just regular leads. Not too menacing, especially since they aren't fortified. I'll put them in D tier. It's only 6 as well. 23, it's very 23 has a similar amount of leads. You probably got the lead detection then. Round 29 is 50 regrow pinks and 8 whites. Alright, 29 got a decent buff from normal, since 29 is a pretty easy round. I think it ranked at D tier last tier list. Although that's still not a lot. Wait, no, actually, 50 regrow pinks is a lot. Oh. Crap. I think C tier is fine, though. It doesn't seem like a problem round. Camo leads, round 30. You can't leak it this time. Sorry. Just get your camo detection up. Camo lead detection up. Then it's going to be an easy round. 31 is similar to 31 in normal. I think I ranked 31 B tier. Or did I do A? I don't know. Although compared to the rounds around it, it's not as hard, so I'll put it in C tier. 32 has ceramics. And usually they're not a problem in normal game mode, although that's because it's round 38. This is round 32. 6 rounds earlier. I am, and let me tell you, I've definitely noticed the ceramics. Like, each time I go on round 32, I'm like, oh, there's ceramics. Okay. Unlike the rainbows, I think it's solid A tier. 33 is just a camo version of round 21. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it's just there to fuck up with your cash. And it doesn't have any other purpose. 200 greens. Is that how many yellows round 34 has? Round 34 isn't that hard on ABR, though. The yellows are turned to greens, but the zebras are turned to rainbows. And I think in general, round 34 isn't really that hard either on normal. So yeah. Round 35. Alright, you've got a bit of white, you got a bit of frost immunity with whites, a bit of magic immunity with purples, a bit of explosion immunity with black, and a bit of everything immunity with 3 ceramics. That seems like a very solid round. Although I think it's B tier because it doesn't have the shock factor with the ceramics, unlike round 32. Round 36 is 2 waves of camo regrow yellows. Yet again, a pierce issue. And then 2 ceramics at the end. I think for a pierce issue, I'm going to put it as B tier. 37 is very similar, it looks like, to normal round 37. I think it ranked at A tier last time. Wait, it doesn't even have the camos. Or are those the camo or are those camo zebras? It's hard to tell. I don't think they're camo zebras. Weird. Although, since everything else is so much harder, I'm going to put it in B tier. Round 38 is kind of gone to nerf. Well, not really. The 2 ceramics turned to 1 regrow ceramic, which is kind of a nerf, but it has 42 purples, which it's a lot. Yeah, that's a lot. That's like BTD Battles 2 rushes a lot. It also has the leads in there as well. all that good sort of stuff. I think 38 I'll also put in B tier. 39 is just you have 2 camo rainbows, 10 camo whites, and it's pretty similar otherwise. I'm gonna put it C tier. I don't think that's gonna be that hard. Or should I do D? Like, I really don't think compared to other rounds that that's very hard. I'll put it in C. And then there's a round which is so much of a menace that I fear it. I fear it for my life. And it's this one round. Well, actually, there's another that we're gonna get to in a moment. But this is one of the 2 rounds which makes me not want to play ABR, and it makes me poop my pants each time I think about it. Round 40, the fortified Moab. Why did he make it fortified? Why? The Moab was already hard enough in of itself. I already had it as an S tier round. Yet you had to make it fortified? What? 41 is literally the exact same, although since all of the rounds is much harder and he had to deal with a fortified Moab last time, it definitely looks pretty relaxed compared to that. Round 42 is 11 camo rainbows. No, camo regrow rainbows. That could cause a lot of regrow farms. So I'm going to put it as a B tier. That could be dangerous. 43, this also goes with 47 as well. I'm going to do an order, but just know that it also applies to 47 because they are very similar rounds. I mean, both in normal version and in ABR, they're very similar. Both of these have normal Moabs. 43 has 2, 47 has 3. And it always makes you alert of Moabs. So, like, for example, once you get rid of the fortified, you aren't done just yet. You have to deal with these menaces of rounds. So I'm going to put both of them in A tier. 47, like I said, we're going to get to them because they're not quite as hard as round 40, but they're still definitely a challenge, and I still definitely worry about them when playing ABR. Round 44 has 10 fortified leads. Interesting. If you don't have good lead popping power, that could be kind of an issue. But I don't really see it being a problem otherwise. 45, 10 ceramics, that's a decent amount, but it looks like normal round 45 otherwise. So I'm also going to put that in D tier. 46, they just added 2 more fortified ceramics. It's basically no difference at all. I think I had a D tier last time, so I'm going to put an F. Well, actually, no, I'll put 45 in F as well. 47, I already explained it, A tier. And 48. Camo regrow purples. Oh, that's normal, isn't it? Alright, it looks normal. So I'm also going to put that in F tier. I think I had 48 in F last time, so, I mean, it doesn't really make a difference in ABR, doesn't it? 49? Looks similar. I thought there were fortified ceramics on 49, not gonna lie. You know, it was an A tier round. Now it's a C tier. That's how much harder ABR has made things. This round has gone from A to C. Yeah. And then there's the second round that I shit my pants at every time I try to play ABR. Round 50. It is basically a miniature round 64. It has exactly 2/3 the balloons as round 64. But guess what? It's 14 rounds earlier. 14! That is so huge! Like, you realize how much defense you need just to take that out. It's already hard enough on round 64. I ranked that as an S tier round, last tier list. But 14 rounds earlier? What the hell were you thinking, Ninja Kiwi? What? Especially when you compare it to rounds 43 and 47. Like, 43 is just 2 Moabs. 47 is 3. 50 is 4 Moabs and 2 Fortifieds. What the hell were you smoking? I cannot tell if round 51 has camo fortified ceramics or camo ceramics. I'm guessing it's camo fortified. Alright. That could be a menace to camo defenses. I'll put that. I'll make it a B. Since you're forced to get more camo defense in an ABR. I think the rest of the 50s, other than round 50, are pretty similar. 52? Yeah, 52 is very similar. It's gonna be knocked down a peg because everything's just so much harder in ABR. 53, okay, all the mobs are fortified, so I guess I'll put that in B tier. Round 54, there's also 3. There's a BFE. Oh, I forgot about that. I forgot that there was a BFE in round 54. You know, that's a lot of insights, actually. I'll put it in A tier. I mean, you get that in round 50, but round 50 is round 50. You aren't topping round 50. I'm sorry. You just aren't. Round 55 is similar, although... Oh, he has camo waves, doesn't it? Right. That could be a bit of a menace. That could definitely be a bit of a menace. Especially since you can't just ability all of it, unlike round 78. You have to deal with the camos with some sort of tower. 56 is just purple instead of rainbows. That doesn't really make a difference. Oh, there's 5 Moabs? Wait. Oh. I just realized that. I thought there was only one. Well, there's one in normal. I guess that's changed. 57? Oh my god. I just saw round 61. There's that many Moabs around 61? What the fuck? I did not remember that. Okay, let's get back on track. There's another BFB and a couple of fortified Moabs. The Moabs are also 2x2 as well, which is always a cause for concern. I'm gonna put that in B tier. 58 has 10 Moabs. What? What else has 10 Moabs? Round 71? That's actually ridiculous. I don't know how spaced out they are, since I'm looking at the wiki, but that's ridiculous nonetheless. Round 59 has a shit ton of leads, although that's really the only challenge, since you already have camo lead popping power. Round 60 is a fortified BFB, which isn't really a problem. Well, I mean it's fortified. That makes it a bit harder, since you have a lot of fortified insides. I'll put it in B tier. 61, 15 Moabs. Oh my god. What? 15. You also have the Regrow Zebras still as well. There's 5 in the normal game. 15. No. You're going in A tier. Wow. That's insane. 62, 5 4-5 Moabs, 2 BFBs. It is. I found that round 62. I mean, yeah, it is harder with the 4-5 Moabs, and although it is pretty similar. Oh shit. I have no idea where I placed round 62. What the hell happened to round 62? Oh, it's in D tier. It's definitely not in D. I'll put it in B tier. It's decently hard, although it's not a menace. 63 is still going in S tier. They made all of the camo ceramics. They made some of the ceramic camos, some of them fortified. They also added a wave of Moabs, tightly packed. Yeah, overall still a menace round. 64, unlike 63, is being knocked down a peg. They increased everything by half a layer, so it's 6 4-5 Moabs and 2 BFBs. Well, they combined some of the 4-5 Moabs into BFBs, but yeah. So it's not as hard compared to other rounds, but it's still decently hard. Round 65 has 3 BFBs, which can be quite scary. 54-5 ceramics as well, which is quite insane. 66, it's just 64 but easier. Which is the exact same thing in the normal game. Now I know there's 3 BFBs. There's also 3 BFBs on round 65, and also there's less Moabs than a normal game. So I'm actually gonna put 66 in F tier. Weird as it might sound. The Moabs are more gripped in 67, which can be a pain to deal with. But isn't that hard around still? 68 is the exact same. Well, except for the BFB being fortified. 69 is still 69. There isn't a bad, okay? They should have made it so there was a bad on round 69 in all alternate balloon rounds. I'm not against that, alright? Let's start a petition to do that. Uh, but yeah. So, it's just some ceramics. There isn't. Wait. They replaced the leads with blacks and purples. So there isn't the threat of there being a whole bunch of leads, like, to be menaces either. Like, you have to deal with a bunch of fortified leads at once. So it's even easier in ABR. What the hell? They actually made round 69 easier. How? Round 70 is just round 70. Except there's a bit more Moabs and they're fortified. I guess that's barely enough to make it a D tier. 71, there's ceramics and fortified Moabs. Are there's fortified ceramics? Yeah, that's. No, I'm gonna put it. No. C tier. 72, it looks close to normal. It's super hard to see if the BFPs are fortified or not, although looks like one's fortified, one's not. And that's kind of besides the point. It's gonna go in F tier either way. It's because how normal-ish it is. 73 is fortified. All of it is fortified. It's just a fortified 73. Nope, that's not 73. This is 73. No, actually, I'm gonna put in C tier. The ceramics can be a bit of a menace since you're gonna get a whole bunch of fortified ceramics at once by popping the Moabs down. 74 looks like normal, just normal 74. 75 is very similar to 75. Wait, but there's even more BFPs in the clumps. Oh god. The last clump of 75 is fortified BFPs. 7 normal, but there's 4 instead of 3. That warrants S tier. 75 is already an absolute nightmare of a round. So even though it's not that much harder, it's still an S tier round. 76, it's got a bit of a buff since instead of ceramics, it's 10 BFE, regular BFBs, which can just produce so many insides, it's not even funny. Unlike the normal one, which you can just ability away, you can't do that. So yeah, that's definitely an improvement. I think it's just barely not S tier, although I really want to put it S tier, since I don't think it's that hard. Actually, since it's all relative to each other, and since the later rounds tend to be easier, like the 70s tend to be pretty easy on ABR since you get so much money from the beginning. I'm gonna put an S here. 77 is just 77, but with fortifieds. Like a lot of rounds. I'll put him B tier. I don't think that's hard as 75. 78 is not really that hard, to be honest. Oh, has some mighty have fallen. I've just not struggled with 78 at all. I think after rounds like 76, you just have so much ceramic cleanup that it's just not a problem anymore. Even the camos are easy to deal with. And also there's the fact that you can just ability it, unlike a lot of the other rounds, which you used to be able to do that, which have been changed. You can't do that anymore. 79 has a crap ton of camo rainbows. All of the regrow rainbows were replaced with camos. And it also has 4 fortified BFEs and a ZOMG. There's ZOMG at the end. I'm gonna put it in B tier. Since the ZOMG can force out a lot of stuff. And I think it's a decent round overall. 80, on the other hand, is just an easier version of 79. It's two ZOMGs spaced out a lot. Because the thing is that with 79, you still have to deal with the camo rainbows and that sort of stuff underneath, and also the 4 or 5 BFVs before. For 780, you don't need to worry about any of that. You just do the ZOMGs one at a time, and they're so spaced out it doesn't even matter. 81 is when Super Ceramics start, and it has, oh god, it has 4 or 5 mobs underneath. Oh, ew. Ew. No. Fuck no. I already hate round 82 for that. I don't need that to be around earlier. Just no. Not to mention the mobs will go in front and like shield the BFBs. It'll just be overall a nightmare, especially Super Ceramics. 82 has a ZOMG and a few 4 or 5 BFBs and a whole bunch of normal. It looks like 81, but even more dense. Which is funny because 81's more dense than 82 in normal games, but 82 has the fortifieds. I don't. Okay, 82 is definitely better, stronger than 81. What tiers do we put them though? I don't really want to put an S tier. Actually, I will. I am. 83. Oh no, that's 84. Getting a bit far ahead of myself, but holy shit, 84 is insane. 83 is wait, it's just 24 or 5 mobs. It used to be 30 regular. Didn't it? Did 83 get easier? Well, maybe not easier, but it's still F tier by a long shot. Well, probably even more than before. 84 has. Wait, hold on. 50. It has 50 Moabs. What the fuck? What in the actual fuck are you doing, Ninja Kiwi? What? That is. I can't even think of a round which has anywhere, like, other than 99, maybe? I can't even think of a round which is even remotely like that. Well, and that's not true anymore either, because 99's rounds doesn't change and has less Moabs now. So 84 has the most Moabs out of any round in the entirety of alternate bullet rounds. That is ridiculous. For running, it's a massive pierce capping hazard. 84 is already a pierce capping hazard. It's just even more an ABR. 85 is going in D tier. It's 3 ZOMGs spaced out instead of 2. It's a bit stronger because of the third one, though it doesn't make a big difference. 86 is just 8 fortified BFBs. Are you kidding? From what all we've been seeing before, just 8 of them. That's true. For 86 and 82. In the normal round set as well. 82's literally has everything with 86 and a crap ton more for whatever reason. 87 has 5 ZOMGs instead of 4, although just due to the intense nature of the rounds, they're easier to deal with. I'll put an A tier. They're clumped up, but it's easier to deal with than in normal games. 88 has DDTs. Yeah. Not to mention, there's also the insides under, or there's also Moabs and BFBs underneath, which could block some projectiles. Also a big yeah. 89 has 12 fortified BFBs, which is decent, although I don't think it's gonna be that hard. I think I put it in C before. I think that's probably reasonable now because, well, they're fortified as well, so you can't be too certain. 90 is just 88, but you don't have to deal with all the layering. So I'm going to put that in D tier, I think. It only has one more DDT. It's not a big deal. 91. Are those BFBs fortified? Hold on. I need to take a closer look. Yeah, you have to deal with 15 fortified BFBs. You know, the fact that whether it's fortified or not, that makes a huge difference. I'm putting it in C tier now. If it wasn't, it would probably been an F tier. Just due to how much harder all of these rounds are. Round 92 has DDTs and ZMGs both. Oh god, and 4 or 5 pull-ups. Oh no, but that's normal for 92, isn't it? I think there's even more though. Oh, there's 54 or 5 Moabs. Okay. That seems like a bit of a pain round. I'll give it a B tier, I think. 93 has fortified DDTs. What? Yeah, 93 has fortified. For God knows what, or God knows why. Well, actually, I mean, it is easy compared to 95, so that's probably why. Or at least in normal game modes. You know what? I'm going to put an S here. 99 is already hard enough, okay? 99 is already an S tier round. I know I put it in A tier in the last tier list, okay? That was just me being biased. That was just me being extremely biased. It's an S tier round. I just made a mistake. Forgive me, please, okay? Although it's 6 rounds earlier. Like, bruh. 8 ZOMGs. 8 ZOMGs. That's a lot. Although I think 96 is just like on a completely different planet. Wait, hold on. Actually, I'll put him in B tier. I think B tier is fine. I fear for. I've heard that 96 is just ridiculous. Although let's just get there let's just come to that once we get there. I love it how round 95 was so hard that they made it easier on ABR. They actually made it easier. They removed the leads from the early part, and they made it so there's less fortified Moabs as well. What the hell? What the actual hell? Okay, 30 DDTs is still not something to joke about. But still, after like dealing with those fortifieds around 93, it's probably going to be a lot easier to deal with 95. Put it in B tier. I'm actually going to drop 92 to C. But still, that is so funny. And then there's round 96, which has 11 ZOMGs, 10 DDTs, 20 fortified wait, are they fortified or not fortified? 20 fortified BFBs, and 20 fortified Moabs. What? I've heard that 96 is more RE than 98 in ABR. That is insane. I've also heard it is basically like the 98 in ABR as well. It's harder than 98. So that's going in S tier. No shot. Round 97 has 8 fortified DDTs, which is quite a lot. And it does make it a bit harder, although it's still an easy round overall. 98. 20 fortified BFVs and 11 ZOMGs. Bro, they made 98 easier as well. Well, actually, no. They removed fortified BFVs, but they added ZOMGs. So it's roughly the same. That's hilarious, actually. I'm going to put it in C tier just because all of the difficulties in round 96. Wait, hold on. 96 is just straight up harder than 98. Wait. What? Ninja Kiwi! What? How did he make 96 just straight up harder than 98? How did he just oversee that? Like, that's just an oversight or whatever? I mean, you did that with 86 and 82 twice, so I'm not surprised, but still. No. Well, it's hold on. But the thing's that, I guess ability timing? Am I actually going to put 98 in F tier? No, I'm not. Just because 96 is so ridiculous. I'm going to spare it from the F tier. 99 has fortified DDTs, 30 Moabs, 9 fortifieds. I think that's the same as normal fortifieds, and the bad. And I think that deserves an A tier. The fact that I have to deal with the bad on round 99. Although, you know what's even worse than a regular bad? A fortified bad. And that's where I'm going to end the tier list. So I hope you guys enjoyed this tier list. Make sure to leave a like, subscribe to my channel, dislike if you dislike, and I'll see you guys all in the next video. Peace out!